Good afternoon, everyone. You're all welcome to today's session. It promises to be a very interesting one. Hopefully, we'll be having a lot more of time for question and answers. And I'm also equally sure most of us have tried our hands on one or two uh, fellowship, scholarship opportunities that we could share with each other even after the main speaker for the day is done. And so, yeah, it's literally a very healthy space this afternoon where we'll be sharing uh, opportunities and equal chance opportunities across the globe with each other. With me here is Dr. Isaac. He's the WMI West African Coordinator, and also Dr. Justice Osemede. He will be our main speaker for today. In case you don't know him, he is the Medical Scholar Board lead for opportunity shares and networking. And so he will be briefing us today, especially on the email blasts we've been receiving, how to go about some of these applications. So they are not just routine emails we receive, but we tend to make good use of them. In there are equally short courses that you could pursue while still in school, certificate courses, postgraduate courses. And I'm sure most people may not even know how to go about some of these things. And so we'll be delving into all of that today. Justice, if you can hear me, uh, let's hear you speak and give us a wave.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Justice Osemede, and it's actually a pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Awesome. So while we wait, I think the chat session is open. Let's just have some introductions going on quickly. You just tell us your name and where you are from. I can see KB Mumba from Zambia. Chisom Perpetua from Nigeria. You are welcome. We are glad to have you here. I can see Lawa Abiola from Nigeria. Awesome. Awesome. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Uh, we'll start in the next 2 to 3 minutes. Hopefully, a lot more of our scholars are able to join us. So in the meantime, let's keep the introductions coming in. Okay, I see Favor from Lagos, Nigeria. We welcome Favor. Okay, I see Daystar Chembe from Zambia. Victory from Delta State, Nigeria. Okay, you're all welcome. You're all welcome. Okay, I see Isaac from Ghana. Isaac Yepua from Ghana. And I see a lot more people on the call. Awesome. Oku Manuel from Ghana. Jim Genie from Nigeria. Justice from Nigeria. Okay. 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 I can see Michael joining. Johnson joining. Hmm. So we currently have 18 of us here. would start the moment as 1:10 by my watch. Okay, so you're all welcome once again. As I was saying, today we are just going to share opportunities amongst ourselves. To lead that discussion for us today would be Dr. Justice Osemide, the MSB lead for opportunities and networking. And also, just after he's introduced us to the main topic for today, we would take questions and then we could answer some questions, how to go about some of the certificate courses, programs. All these opportunities are shared with us on a monthly basis. So without much ado, I would like to hand over the session to Justice. Justice, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Okay. So hello everyone, good afternoon. Trust we are all doing great. Please, can you all hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Okay, so let me just project my slide in a minute. Okay, please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So everyone, good afternoon, good evening. Trust we are all doing good. So today, on this medical experience share, we'll be talking about the opportunities available for medical scholars and how to leverage fellowships, scholarships, and also networking opportunities. So I know on a monthly basis we receive the email blast, right, which is actually a concise pack or a concise blast that contains different opportunities. So how do we actually leverage some of these opportunities? Because I've actually gotten messages, gotten mails on how to go about some of these applications. So basically, that is what we'll be dissecting today. That's what we'll be checking today. Okay, so just a brief introduction. Please, can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so just a brief introduction. My name is Justice Osemede. I'm a Nigerian. So I earned my Doctor of Pharmacy degree with distinction from the University of Benin program at Chevron, Nigeria. So at Chevron Hospital, Nigeria. So and I currently serve as the MSB lead for the monthly opportunity email blast. And my hobbies include playing video games, reading about startups, exploring various tech tools, and also listening to gospel music. Okay, so here is the table of content. This is what we'll be looking into today. Please confirm if you can see my screen. Seems it's not moving.
Yeah, we can
Yes,
see, but I don't see it moving
it's not moving.
Okay,
yet.
it's not moving, right? Let me share again.
So maybe you should put it on slide share mode,
Yeah, I did
and then
actually.
we
Let me
can
try.
try that again.
Okay. Sorry, 1 minute. I don't know why it's not. Okay.
Okay, it's
Okay, is it moving now?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So let me take the brief introduction again. My name is Justice Osamede. I'm a Nigerian and I'm a pharmacist. I earned my Doctor of Pharmacy degree from the University of Benin in Edo State. So I'm currently undergoing my internship program at Chevron Hospital here in Nigeria. And I currently serve as the MSB lead for the monthly opportunity email blast, which we receive every month. So my hobbies include playing video games, reading about startups, then exploring various tech tools. So I love technology a lot. I know sometimes I actually probably low-key regrets studying pharmacy. So maybe by now I could have been a computer engineer, but it's fine. So I also enjoy listening to music, listening to gospel music, and I do that a lot. Okay, so here's our table of content. We'll be looking into what the monthly opportunity email blast entails. So, what is the whole idea of the monthly opportunity email blast we receive every month? Like Israel said, it's not just a routine email, it's actually serving a purpose. So, what exactly is it meant for? Then we'll also talk about the tips needed to leverage on these opportunities, some of the tips, some of the advice, some of the tricks that could help us maximize these opportunities. Then we'll be looking at the general application requirements. What do scholarship bodies, what do fellowship bodies, what do they want? So what are the application requirements you must have? Then also we'll be sharing resources with ourselves, resources that could keep us at the top of our game. Okay, so the monthly opportunity email blast is actually divided into various sections. Like if you notice, you have the scholarship section, the fellowship section, we have the section for the free courses with certifications, we have the section for medical research opportunities, then we have the section for free articles, then for grants, and also the artificial intelligence tool of the month. Then also the section for the facts, the do you know facts, whereby we try to spice things up a little instead of being too academic. We try to bring fun into the monthly opportunity blast. And now all this is delivered in a concise fashion. So when collating the emails, the monthly emails, I come across hundreds of opportunities, right? I come across hundreds of opportunities, and it won't be possible to fit all of this into a single email. So your DM, your inbox doesn't get so clumsy. So people are able to make the most of it. So we took it upon ourselves to deliver it in a concise fashion. So you get about 5 scholarships every month, about 3 fellowships, then about 3 free courses and the likes. So we deliver it in a concise fashion and in a blast. That's why I call it the monthly opportunity email blast. Now, the courses or the scholarship and the fellowship all falls under these 4 criteria. So send out, before we send out any blast, before we send out any email, it must fall under these 4 criteria. The first is that it is fully funded. It is a fully funded opportunity. Then the second is that the application window is still open. The third is that it is open to low and middle income countries, right? So we find out that majority of the WMI medical scholar community comes from regions in Africa, there's some part of Asia, basically the low and middle income countries around the world. So we make sure that most of these opportunities, all the opportunities we send to you every month, they are open to low and middle income countries. So you are basically eligible for it based on your region. Then also, lastly, they are health related. So we put health related scholarships, health related fellowship, health related courses, health related articles. Okay, so I'm talking about the scholarship. Some of the scholarship we post actually fall into various categories, right? So there are different types of scholarship. We have the merit-based scholarship. Example is the Gates Cambridge Scholarship, which we sent earlier this year. Then we have the Rhodes Scholarship. Then we have some scholarships that are specifically for research. An example is the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. That is the CSC Scholarship. Then we have the popular DAAD Research Scholarship or the DAG Research Scholarship. Then we have the government scholarship also. The government scholarship includes popular scholarships like Chevening, which is from the UK government, that is the United Kingdom government. Then also the Fulbright scholarship. The Fulbright scholarship is from the United States of America. Then we also have the industries scholarships also. This include the Bayer Foundation and the GSK scholarship. So GSK is a pharmaceutical company, right? So they also give scholarships that are tailored to specific industry. So in the case of GSK, they give scholarship for pharmaceutical industry. So and I posted something like this that was last month or last 2 months. The GSK scholarship was actually posted in the blast. Then we have the regional development scholarship. So these scholarships are actually targeted at um, developing a certain region. Example is the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. Now, the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship is mostly centered around the development of Africa. So you find out that when applying for the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship, there is a clause, there's an instruction that you should be ready to return back to your home country to like contribute to the development. So it's a regional development scholarship. They want you to go abroad, study outside the country, then come back to your nation and impact your society with what you have learned. So basically, these are all the major categories of scholarship you have been receiving all this while. So now, when it comes to scholarship application, there are actually things you must do, right? There are actually things you must do. So I've gotten messages from members of our community, from the WI scholar, from the WI medical scholar community about how to go about applying for these scholarships. How do I submit this document? How do I fill this form? So the first thing I tell them is that you should always start from the scholarship information page, right? That's like the Bible or the Quran of the scholarship application. Always start from the scholarship information page. So it tells you all what you need to know about that scholarship. Through the scholarship information page, you're able to assess your eligibility because country-wise, you might be eligible for that scholarship because you are in the low middle income countries, like you are from Nigeria, you are from Ghana, you are from Tanzania. So you might be eligible for that scholarship based on your nation or based on your nationality. But based on your academic qualifications, you might not be eligible. So before you go ahead to start filling the form, um, asking for referrals, submitting documents, you should first of all assess your eligibility. And we must know that scholarship application are actually highly competitive. They're actually highly competitive. So, and there's a screening process. There's a screening process. Just the way you submit your CV for job applications and your CV gets screened. It's the same way you submit your forms, you submit your documents for scholarship applications, and it also gets screened. So if you are lacking in one eligibility status or the other, your application won't go through. So the first thing is to save yourself the stress. Make sure you go to the scholarship information page. All scholarship has a scholarship information page. So make sure you go to that. Then also follow the application instructions exactly. Always follow the application instructions exactly. So this is where I find most people making mistakes. Now, some scholarship have specific criteria. They have what you must do, right? Some require you to submit just a single application. Some require you to submit just a single application. Some require you to submit dual applications, while some require you to get nominated by the universities. So I will explain. So for the single application, if you are applying to the university directly, if it's the university that is providing the scholarship, for example, the University of Edinburgh, if the University of Edinburgh is providing a scholarship, and if they are the one financing that scholarship, then you just need a single application. That is, you apply directly to the university. So to be stated clearly in the scholarship information page, if you have to submit a single application or not. So in most cases, when the university or the body awarding the scholarship is the one financing that scholarship, then you just need a single application. But in a case whereby an external body partners with a university to offer that scholarship, then you need two applications. The first one is to the university, and the second one is to the scholarship awarding body. So, for example, the Commonwealth scholarship. For the Commonwealth scholarship, you need to submit an application to a UK university, secure the admission before applying for funding from the Commonwealth scholarship. So, in essence, you're actually submitting two applications. You are submitting two applications. So, most people make the mistake of just applying to the awarding body, in this case, without securing admission. The next thing you should put maximum effort into your application. You need to maximum effort in your applications. So, like I said earlier, scholarships are highly competitive. An example is the WMI scholarship. At least we all has gone through the old WMI scholarship process. You find out that you have to fill so many details in. You have to write about I think about 3 essays and stuff like that. So you need to put maximum efforts into your application. Because anytime I'm applying for something, I tell myself that okay, if the process is so rigorous, if the process is so lengthy, then it's an opportunity to like filter out people will give up, right? Most people will give up because most people want to put so much effort into the application. So if an application is so long, you need to submit a lot of things, you need to write so many essays, you need to do so many documentations. Be rest assured that other people are also finding it difficult. And that is the more reason why you need to persevere, put in maximum effort, and make sure you submit that application. Because the process itself is an opportunity to screen out people. It's an opportunity to screen out people. Then after coming up with your application, you fill the form, you've done everything you need to do. Always get a second opinion. Always get a second opinion, right? Get a second opinion. So you could mail your application to your professor before you submit, or get someone in your community to actually review your application. And I think we do this a lot in the medical field, whereby a medical doctor is not sure about something, or a pharmacist is not sure about something. You consult another professional to get a second opinion about it. And also, you must always apply early. You must always apply early. So I've seen cases whereby a scholarship has a quota or a maximum number of applicants they want to take every year. So let's say they can only take 1,000 applications for that scholarship section. So they might actually close the application window even before the deadline because they've already hit that limit. So it is important that once you get the scholarship link, once you are able to digest everything in the scholarship information page and you know you are eligible, go ahead and start your application. Go ahead and start your application. Please, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can.
sir.
Can hear you.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So now this page is showing the general requirements for scholarship. There are some things that different scholarship bodies, they might not request for all of this, but majority of scholarships out there will request for at least some of this. The first is your academic transcript that shows um, your performance, your academic performance while you were in school. If you're applying for a graduate scholarship, shows you a breakdown of your performance in school. Then also your certificate could be asked for, or a statement of results, a certificate or a statement of results. Then your academic CV. So your academic CV now is quite different from the CV you submit for job applications. Now your academic CV would be tailored to the what you see in the scholarship information page. So if the scholarship is offering a research scholarship, a scholarship that has to do with research, then your academic CV must highlight your proficiency in that aspect of research. So you might be talking about the research you carried out in school while as an undergraduate. Then if it's a leadership scholarship, you should be highlighting your leadership experience right there in your CV, your volunteering experience and the likes. Then also you need your valid ID. Then you also need a personal statement or a motivation letter, and also a statement of purpose. Now, these two are actually different. The personal statement is quite different from the statement of purpose, although most people use it interchangeably, but they're actually different. The personal statement simply answers the questions: who are you and what shaped you? So the personal statement is personal. It's you telling your story. Like, how did you become who you are? What shaped you? What are the life experiences that actually impacted you? That actually shaped you to be who you are. So right here, you're sharing your experiences, you're sharing your story, you're sharing your struggles, your challenges, and everything that actually made you who you are. Now that's the motivation letter. Then for the statement of purpose, it addresses the question what you want to study and why. So why do you want to study this course? Why are you applying for this course? That is what this statement of purpose address. To address why do you want to study this course? Okay, there are about millions of universities, hundreds of universities in the world, thousands of universities in the world. Why are you applying to this institution? Why are you applying to an international body? Why not do the scholarship, take the scholarship or take your master's in your home country? So what do you want to study and why? So that's what the statement of purpose talks about. So yeah, you align your research, you align your intent with the need for a greater good. Oh, I love drug delivery systems because I want to um, design drugs in the future. So I'm applying for this scholarship because I want to do this, right? This university is the best university for me to do my master's because it provides this and this. So that's what the statements of purpose talks about. Then the next requirement is the proof of language proficiency. So, and this is actually common when applying for international degrees, especially when you are not from an English speaking country, right? So they require you to submit your an IELTS or a 12 or any other proof of language proficiency out there. So the university might specify the one they want you to submit, or the scholarship awarding body might specify the one they want you to submit. But the good thing is that if you are from countries that is English speaking, from English speaking countries, that's the Anglophone countries, you might actually can actually write to the university, write to the scholarship body to waive that the proof of language proficiency. So you can get a letter from your university where you did your undergraduate studies. University writes to the scholarship awarding body that you actually schooled in an English speaking country and you were taught in English. So there's no need for you to submit a proof of language proficiency. So that letter we actually cover for that. So you just need to ask, right? There is no harm in trying. You can just write a mail to the scholarship awarding body, telling them how proficient you are in English, in the English language, and why you don't actually need to submit the proof of language proficiency test, because those tests actually cost a lot of money to do. Actually cost some money to do. So if you actually want to cut down costs when it comes to applying for scholarship, international degrees, make sure you get a letter from your university stating that you were taught in English and you have a good command of the English language, right? And mail it to the body, then wait for a feedback from them. Then the next thing is the research proposal for certain research programs. So for some research programs, for some research scholarship, you need a research proposal, right? The proposal tells us the significance of the research you want to carry out, right? How does it contribute to the development of humanity? How does it contribute to development in the health sciences? So how does it contribute to development in your home country? So you submit a research proposal, a detailed research proposal that outlines why you want to do that, carry out that research, why you want to carry out that research in that university, and how it applies to your home country. Then also for other scholarships, you might need an evidence of extracurricular activities. So there are some scholarships that are not so focused on your academic qualifications. Like they want to see your leadership skills, they want to see your um, leadership abilities. So they might ask for an evidence of extracurricular activities. So have you volunteered in the past? Do you have certificates to prove that you've done that? Have you attended conferences and the likes? Okay, so we're done with the scholarships and we're going into fellowships. Now, what exactly does fellowships entail? So it's actually a combination of mentorship, institutional affiliation, protected research time with a salary or a stipend. So a fellowship actually it's more encompassing than a scholarship. It's more broader than a scholarship. In a fellowship, you're actually part of a community. You are inside a network, right? It's more like a lifelong experience. For example, most people in our undergraduate campuses, in our campuses in schools, in our universities, you know of the Millennium Campus Network. So even after you've passed out of the system, even after you are no longer an undergraduate, you still bear the tag of being a Millennium Fellow. You still have a page on their website. So this is what a fellowship provides. It provides a platform for mentorship. It provides a platform for networking and community, right? Then also provides a platform for you to carry out research if the fellowship is offering that. So a protected research time, you have mentors that will guide you through your research and still pay you to carry out your research. So that's what most fellowship entails. But a fellowship is mostly for experienced graduates. There are few fellowships that is still open to recent graduates or people still in school, that's the undergraduates. But most fellowships out there, typically for 1 to 3 years, is for experienced graduates. Okay, so when it comes to fellowships, there are certain things you must do. So just like scholarships, they're also highly competitive. And rule of thumb, always start from the fellowship information page, right? Start from the fellowship information page. Then if the fellowship requires you to carry out a research, then you need to secure a supervisor on time. You need to secure a supervisor on time. You need to write to a supervisor. You could get that from the fellowship information page. Write to supervisor on time, stating the kind of research you would like to carry out and the likes. Then also very important, for your research to actually be approved, it has to have a significance, right? The impact of the research must be seen. So it must be within the context of the application or within the context of impacting your country or solving a problem. Then also, just like a scholarship, put maximum effort into your applications. Get a second opinion. Early application also matters. Then when it comes to fellowships, when it comes to scholarship, and also in opportunities in general, you should prioritize volume. That is, apply for multiple opportunities. Just keep applying, keep applying. So there's a statistic that says that the success rates for scholarship, international scholarships, and international fellowship is actually within 5 to 15%. 5 to 15%. So, and to maximize that percentage, to make sure you actually secure one, you just have to keep applying, applying, and applying. So, volume, volume, volume. Right. Okay, so now there are certain things you need to do to stay ahead of the curve. Like we said earlier, fellowship and scholarships are actually very competitive. So there are actually thousands of people applying for that scholarship. So even within your local community, you will also find people applying for that same scholarship you're applying for or that same fellowship you are applying for. So how do you stay ahead of the curve? So how do you stay ahead of the curve? So there's a quote that states that talent is evenly distributed, but opportunity is not. Talent is evenly distributed, but opportunity is not. So you must actually make the most of every opportunity that comes your way. And by doing that, you have to be like 10 steps ahead or 100 steps ahead of the people you are competing with, the people you are competing with. So I was able to come up with a system, right? While I was in school, I was able to come up with a system that makes it easy for me to get um, opportunities firsthand. So before every other person is aware of an opportunity being out there, I actually get it firsthand. So, and I was able to do this with just these three things I listed here. Number one is a feed reader. A feed reader. The second one is websites that post opportunities. And also the third is just your mobile phone with internet connection, right? Your mobile phone with an internet connection. So what most people do when trying to source for opportunities or look for opportunities, that they go to Google, then you search manually for it. Then while searching manually for it, you get thousands of blog posts or thousands of results. Then you start opening each of the websites one at a time. So at the end of the day, you end up finding that you are stressed. You actually didn't get opportunities that fit your context, or you actually get opportunities that are not so standard, get substandard opportunities. So you find out that you waste lot of time, but you don't get those quality opportunities that you actually need. So with this setup, which I'll be walking us through now, with this setup, a feed reader, website or links that post opportunities, I'll be sending that to us, and also a mobile phone or your laptop, anything you want to use, you can actually get access to opportunities right as they drop. So the feed reader we'll be using is Feedly. Feedly. So you can get the app on Play Store. Just type Feedly in your Google Play Store or your Apple Store also. You can type Feedly there, you can get the app, or you could just use the website. Could just use the website. Okay, so this is the how the app look like. This is the interface. Please, can you see it clearly?
Yes, we can.
Each step, you can see each step clearly.
Yes, we can see it clearly.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. So once you download the Feedly app, right, there are different feed reader out there, but I will want us to stick with this because it's actually user friendly. So, and it's actually a very simple process. Just stay with me. So you download this Feedly app, you open it on your phone, your Android device, your iPhone, or you go to the website. You could do that now. You go to the website. So the first thing you see is a prompt for you to sign up, right? A prompt for you to sign up. That is step one here. So you could sign up with Google, which most of us do. At least everyone has a Google account. So the first thing is you sign up with Google. After signing up with Google, you go to step two. Now this is what you see in the second step, right? What you see in the second step, there's a button that shows that you should add content. You should add content. So what Feedly does, or what a feed reader does, is this. it keeps track of certain websites, right? It could be websites that post anything, any a blog post, and in our context, websites or or blogs that post opportunities. So there are some certain websites out there that what they do is that they post scholarships, they post fellowship, they post opportunities, right? So what you do is that you feed this website link into this app, you feed it into this app, and anytime there's a change, anytime an article is uploaded on the website, anytime a scholarship opportunity drops on the website, anytime a fellowship drops on the website, you get it within this app. So it's just like getting a mail or checking your inbox. So you just open this app, check the inbox, and you just get access to all the scholarships that have been posted that day. So you get a notification telling you that, okay, this website just posted a scholarship. You open the website within this app, go to the scholarship still within this app. Then you're able to conclude if it's a suitable fit for you or not. So this saves you the time of opening each website one at a time, trying to go through each blog post one at a time. So you can just bring all of those blog posts, their links, into this app, right? And get updates, instant updates, real-time updates, anytime an article or a scholarship or a fellowship is uploaded. So yeah, you can see step two. Step two says you should add content, right? There's a green button there down in the middle there that says add content. So if you click on add content, it opens the next page, which is number 3 here. It opens number 3. And you can see the arrow. The arrow shows that you should type a name, topic, or paste the URL. That is, paste the website link. You can see the arrow that goes straight to the search button up there. So what you need to do now is this. You go to your Chrome browser, you open your browser, your Chrome, Safari, or whatever you use, and get some of those opportunities, some of those websites that post opportunities. For example, if you look at step 4, I opened the website link there, and the name of the website is opportunitydex.org. So I'll type it on the chat board so we can see. 1 minute, please. So opportunitydex.org. Okay, so I've sent it. So this was the website I opened in slide 4. That is number 4. So I opened this website here, and as you can see, the website actually posts certain opportunities. You could see the Mastercard Foundation Fund for alumni and the likes there. So what you need to do is this, right? You click on the the place that is cycled red. You'll see the place I right on number 4 after the website link. There's this burger icon. You click on the burger icon, the place have highlighted red. You click on it and it opens step 5, right? Step 5 shows you the categories that is listed there. Step 5 shows you that this website posts scholarships, competitions, grants, fellowships, and the likes. So right now we're interested in the scholarship. So you click on scholarship, then you click on masters or postgraduate. If you're interested in master scholarship, you click on master scholarship. If you're interested in PhD, you click on PhD. So that's what I just did here. So I clicked on master's postgraduate scholarship. Now to the next slide. That is number 6, right? So after clicking on the scholarship, this is what is brought up. So you could see some masters and postgraduate scholarship, right? These are some of the content, some of the links that were posted on these dates. So what you need to do now, this is the important step, right? Is to copy the link, the website link, the place I highlighted in orange, just on the search bar. So you copy the link and go back to the Feedly app. So you go back to the app, which is step 7, right? You know, we close the app in step 3 to open our browser. So now you go back to step 7, right? And you paste this link into the app. You paste this link right into the app. So we see that this link post scholarship, it post fellowship, it post different kind of thing. Now we selected the master scholarship. You paste this right into the app. Then the next step is step 8. This is what pops up, and this is called the feed. That's where the name comes from, a feed reader. So this is what you call a feed. It opens up, and when you click on it, it tells you to create a folder. So within this folder, everything related to scholarship goes into it. So I created my sheet in step 9. Then now open step 10. So after I created the folder, I named the folder scholarship. Now, as you can see, step 10, the website I actually brought in has been imported into this folder. The website has been imported into the folder. So when I click on the Masters or Postgraduate Opportunities, when I click on the scholarship section, it opens step 12. And right here in step 12, you can see all the opportunities that has been posted today. So as that when I did this, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunities that were available today. So you can see those opportunities right inside this app, right inside this app. And you can click on it. I clicked on the first one and it opened step 13. It opens step 13, where you get the name of the scholarship, right? The name of the opportunity, a brief description of the opportunity that tells you if you're eligible for it or not. So you can liken this to just opening your inbox every morning or opening your WhatsApp every morning to go through messages that were left overnight. So with this template or with this setup, you don't need to keep going online, searching multiple links, going on Google, wasting so much time. Right in this app, you can read opportunities. You can actually bookmark them. You can save them, right? You can save them. You can share them. You can add them to specific folders you create. So in case you want to apply for an opportunity later, you can add that opportunity right into the folder. So and with this, I'm 100% sure you will actually have access to all the opportunities that is actually relevant to your field. So, and the main reason why I'm actually sharing this with us is because, like I said earlier, the medical opportunity blast we share every month does not give us the opportunity to add as many scholarships and as many fellowships and as many courses we actually love to do. So, in order for our DM not to be clumsy, we send you the very important ones. Then you on your own can actually set up this process, right? Could set up this process and you have a wide range to other fellowship, other scholarship. For example, the WMI Medical Scholar Board only posts health-related opportunities. We post health-related opportunities. So you might be interested in tech, you might be interested in journalism, you might be interested in arts. So you just set up this feed reader, you just set up the websites inside this app, and you get access to diverse scholarships and the likes. So are we clear, or should I go over it again?
Yeah, I think you can take it over again.
Okay, thank you. So quick one. I'm starting from step 1. Yeah. The first step is to download the app or visit the website. Let me type the website in the chat for us to see. So I've just sent it, right? Then you sign up with Google. You sign up. After signing up, it leads us to step 2. Then in step 2, there's an option for you to add content. If you look at the bottom of step 2, there's this place I highlighted with red. You click on that place, then you add content. When you add the content, it brings up a prompt for you to put in a website link or for you to type something. Now you go to your database of websites, which I'll be sending to us later, right? You go to your database of websites. Now you can add as many websites as possible that you want to keep track of. So I just use this one as an example, this opportunitydex.org. So you copy the link. Okay, you click on it. You open the website right there in your browser. In this case, Chrome or Safari or whatever you're using, Firefox. You open the website right there. Then you go to the categories by clicking on the burger icon. Depends on what you want. If you want scholarship, you click on scholarship. If you want grants, you click on grants. If you want fellowship, you click on fellowship. Right? Then it leads you to step 6. Step 6 opens the specific scholarship you want. In this case, I selected master's or postgraduate scholarship. So all you need to do now is to copy the link in your browser. After copying the link, you go back to your Feedly app, that is step 7. You paste it into the app. After pasting it into the app, it brings up step 8. You click on it. Then it tells you to create a folder where you store all these opportunities that you'll be getting every day. You create the folder. Then it brings you to step 10, right? Step 10 tells you, okay, this opportunity has been added to this folder. So all you just need to do is to open it up and you will get the opportunities that were posted that day. So if you go to it tomorrow, you will see just the way you get notifications on WhatsApp, probably beside the chat that you have 5 messages. It will tell you, okay, you have 5 scholarships that you have not yet opened. So you can, at the convenience of your bed, you could bring out your phone, open it, at a glance, go through the scholarships, click on it, save the one you feel like saving, discard the one you want to discard, delete the one you want to delete, and share the one you want to share. So in this way, you're 100% sure that, okay, no opportunity passes you by, and you have the opportunity to filter whatever scholarships or whatever opportunity you actually need. So I really hope this is clear. Moving on, we'll be looking at the medical courses section. Looking at the medical courses section, because that is also part of what we post as a community, as the Medical Scholar Board. We also send you medical courses. Now, the reason why we do medical courses is because as medical professionals, outside the walls of the university, or even within the walls of your university, you actually need to keep getting updated. There's a need for continual learning. You have to learn. You keep learning every single day. And also getting medical courses, especially those that offer certifications, will also serve as a boost in your applications. When talking about the general requirements for scholarships, I talked about academic CV. So in your academic CV, you could state that, oh, I'm certified in this course, I'm certified in this course, I'm certified in how to manage mental health and stuff like that, based on the extra courses you took online, right? And also, lastly, medical courses provides a path for diversification. So the last medical experience Dr. Israel had, where he brought up those panelists, you find out that some of the doctors were also going into other health profession. Like there were some diversifications into other sectors, right? You could see a pharmacy that is going into entrepreneurship and the rest. So taking courses actually opens you to other opportunities out there, other paths for diversifications that you could add to your career. Now, this list right here is part of where we draw some of the courses we sent to you from, right? There are so many others, but I just decided to give you this to make it concise. So we have the World Health Organization website where they actually offer some courses, but the downside is that they don't offer give certificates. There's no certificate, but you will get quality courses from the WHO, open WHO website. Then we have Coursera, right? Coursera is actually a paid platform, but for people in low middle income countries, you could get free certificates with aid. So what you just need to do is to apply for financial aid. So you tell them that, okay, I'm from Nigeria, I'm from Ghana, I can't afford $100, $120 for this certificate or for this course. Can you please give me at little or no cost? And most time, depending on how you structure your application or how you structure your mail, you actually get the scholarship. You actually get the course or the free course with a certificate attached to it. Then we also have EDX. Also, you can apply for financial aid. Then for Stanford Online, which is the Stanford University online learning platform, you could get free certificates by auditing the course. Still the same thing as applying for financial aid. Then on FutureLearn, they also have a free certificate available for limited courses. Then the courses that are entirely free is Allison, the Global Health e-learning by USAID, then the NIH Clinical Center. So all these offer free certifications. Then this last link down there, this last platform, that is Class Central, I want us to take note of it. So Class Central is actually a database of courses. So once, just the way you have PubMed, just the way you have PubMed for articles. If you remember PubMed when Dr. Deshanta took us through um, how to go about PubMed, to search for articles on PubMed, the same thing applies to Class Central. So just the way PubMed is a database for articles, Class Central is a database for courses. So you could get free courses with certificates in Class Central. Okay, so we'll be talking about professional networking because that's one of the themes of this meeting. Now, as a medical scholar, as a medical personnel, right, you can't work in isolation. You actually need a professional network, a network that gives you access, a network that gives you access to opportunities, a network that gives you access to resources. Like I said earlier, that you might need to write to a professor if you need a research scholarship. And how do you get the professor details? By networking with the professor. So the first thing I want everybody here to know is that you need to be on LinkedIn. You need to be on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is actually a pool of professional networks. It's the social media for professionals. So you need to be on LinkedIn because you could reach out to people, professors easily on LinkedIn. Then also shoot your shots. I don't know if that is a global context, but we say that a lot in Nigeria. Shoot your shots. Send code mails. So give it a try. You want this professor to approve your research, or you want to do your research under a professor, send the code mails, shoot your shot. Then also join professional associations. While in school, outside the university walls, oh, that's nice. While in school, outside the university walls, make sure you join professional association because it brings you that network. Example is the medical scholar community. So without this community in place, we won't be having this, right? We won't be having this. Well, because we are a network of individuals, a network of high profile and high impact individuals, we're able to come up with this and we're able to network with each other. So this, in a sense, is a professional association. The entire WMI community is a professional association. Then also attend conferences. Attend conferences. So this contributes to your academic CV. It contributes to your experiences because you find out that it's not just your academic qualifications or your transcripts that makes up the sum total of your scholarship application. the reviewer might actually be looking for other extracurricular stuffs that you did. So attend conferences. An example of a conference is the Dream Big conference that is coming up, right? So I would love to see every one of us there. So attend conferences, then start publishing. Start publishing. Dr. Dikshanta has been singing this out loud to us, and he has taken us through various webinars on research, case reports, and stuff like that. So, as a community of medical scholars, you could create accountability groups, 4 or 5 person, whereby you guys are just dedicated or devoted to coming, applying for opportunities, writing articles, publishing, right? And one thing I would like us to know is that when applying for research scholarship, you actually need a track record. Most times, having a track record is a plus. Is a plus. So if you published articles before, if you've co-authored articles before, you add it to your application, and it will serve as a big boost. Then, lastly, oh sorry, something is blocking. Just 1 minute. Let me remove this. Okay. Okay. So lastly, I'll be sending us this. We call it the MSB resource pack. That is a medical scholar board resource pack. So after we're done with this video, after we're done with this webinar, later this week, I'll be sending us this. It will be a drive, a Google Drive that contains link to that contains personal statement templates. So how do you come up with a compelling personal statement? How do you come up with a good statement of purpose? So this pack will contain all this. Then templates for cold emails. How do you send cold emails to professors? We'll also be including it there. Then templates for also auditing Coursera courses. I talked about applying for financial aid for Coursera courses. So I will also be inputting it into the drive, into this pack, how we could do that. Then there are actually certain people I would love us to follow when it comes to scholarship application. There are people that post videos on specific scholarship application guides. Okay, like the Chevney scholarship, the Mastercard Foundation scholarship. They are actually scholars who have backed the scholarship, and they've created videos, they've created guides that could help us, also get the scholarship and all these applications. So I'll be adding the links to the specific application guides and a lot more, a lot more. I'll also be including the website where we could get access to opportunities and a lot more. So just expect this week. Okay, 1 minute. Sorry. So in conclusion, right? In conclusion, you should bear in mind that applying for opportunities is actually a game of volume. Like I said earlier, you have to keep shooting your shots. You have to keep shooting your shots and be open to receiving rejection mails. Be open to receiving rejection mails. So have a chest for rejection mails. So you might apply for 10 applications, 10 things, and you just need one to click. That's just the thing. You just need one to click. So be open to receiving rejection. Don't say, okay, because I got rejected, I put in my all in this. You should understand that you are competing with thousands of people, thousands of brilliant individuals just like you. So you have to be open to receiving rejection mails. You only need one opportunity to click. You just need one opportunity to click. So make sure you pick up yourself and go again and again and again. So I wish us the very best. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Justice. There has been um, a lot of information in an hour. Which time would allow us to do this again? But I'm particularly sure that we would always create the avenue to have such engagements going forward. I think we had some questions in the chat session in the course of your presentation. And so we'll attempt to answer a few of them. And then also the resources that you mentioned will be made available. So for all who were part of this meeting, kindly be on the lookout for those resources. We'll be sharing them on the WMI Health Professionals platform. If you are not there yet, please leave a message in the chat box so that you could reach out to Dr. Isaac to facilitate your add to that platform. All right. And I'm sure, Justice, you saw the feedback coming in terms of the reactions, the claps, the love emojis. We are very much grateful for all the information you've churned out. Yes. So someone was asking, how do they get to uh, uh, apply for certain category of scholarships that are a lot easier to get, considering the competitive nature of scholarships as you explained? Maybe you could say something on that briefly. Justice, are you there? Because we can't hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, okay, we can hear you now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. We can.
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Yeah, so someone was saying, scholarships, as you said, are competitive. As much as all of them are fully funded precisely, which categories should they target that they are guaranteed is a lot easier to get on those scholarships?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Please, can
Okay, I
I
can hear
be
you
heard?
now.
I can you hear me.
I can hear
Okay.
you now.
So the person
Sorry, the
was
question. I
asking,
didn't get the question.
yeah, the person was asking, are there some scholarship categories that are a lot easier to get that probably do not get a lot of applicants? Uh, that was the question, and that's how I understood it, which I think you answered indirectly in your
Oh, okay.
presentation in a way.
Well, I would say most scholarships out there have a lot of applicants because especially fully for the scholarship, you are paying little or nothing for it. So majority of people, most people will want to apply for such. But people have a bias for European scholarships. So scholarships that is centered in the UK, scholarships in the US, in Canada, have a high volume of applications, high volume of applicants. But when you go to the Asian countries, scholarships, for example, in China, don't see as much applicants as those in the European regions. Yeah. So you could actually look into that, especially if you feel the country in question, China, France, have something to offer regarding your course, then you could actually look into that. And those have more, they have less applicants compared to the European scholarship, because most people applying for scholarship to go to Europe, to go to the UK, US, are also looking for a path for immigration, right? So you have few people trying to go into China. For example, you have people going to maybe Thailand, for example. So the Asian region scholarship, they are less competitive than the European regions and the US. Did I answer the question?
Yeah, I think you did. I think it was explicitly answered. I think the next question was, can we get a list of opportunity sites, which you've already mentioned, be sharing with us. So favor, kindly be on the lookout. That will be shared.
Yes, I
The
would.
next one was someone saying they wish they learned about the Feedly app a little earlier. Well, now that you have, please make good use of it and make sure you are hitting the next big opportunity that comes on that app. The next question was I think still about the resources to be shared. Yeah, so if you have any questions, kindly leave them in the chat box. Otherwise, in the next 5 minutes, we should be calling it a close. If you do not have any questions, Justice has been an awesome presentation. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Isaac, do you have anything to say?
No. I think it was an amazing presentation by Justice. I've personally learned a lot, and I do believe that all attendees have also learned a lot. Yeah, thank you so very much, Dr. Justice. It was worth the time.
Okay. So I think, Justice, you have some messages in your DM, in your chat session. Kindly respond to them. So in the course of the, we'll be sharing the materials on the platform as we've mentioned. Let the emails we get be meaningful to us, particularly if you're already in school and you cannot enroll on another scholarship or fellowship program. You can make good use of the medical course, especially the free and then the certificate ones. Boost your CV, as Justice has said, build an academic pedigree that allows you to fit in multiple space eventually when you finish school. So without much to say, it's 2:15 by my watch, GMT. Thank you all for coming for now.